I made a video talking about the Death Star, and in that video I wasn't too high on it. But now, well, I've changed my mind. If you think about it, of all the things in Star Wars, the Death Star is the hardest thing to turn into a big Lego set, unless I'm missing something. What I mean by that is that if you make it as accurate as it could be, then it will just look like a grey circle or sphere. Or you could do the Death Star 2 from Return of the Jedi so that it would look damaged. Or make it like the 2008 and 2016 Death Stars where it's open, and I do think this looks pretty cool, but not only is it not 1-to-1 minifigure scale, something a Death Star may never be, but it's also not accurate and kind of a bit weird. So that makes the design to make it entirely open and flat kind of makes sense. That way it's displayable. Yes, by making it a facade it's more displayable. Why does this feel ironic? I think the shaping works really well. It kind of hints at a circle at the bottom. The rooms are actually quite good. My favourites are the hallways and the meeting room. Now $1,000 or £900, we had to get here eventually. It's actually a decent value. This thing is pretty big, but so are Barad-dûr and Rivendell, and those are half the price. Actually less than half the price. 9,000 pieces is fine, but price per piece isn't an indicator of value anymore, or maybe pieces are becoming smaller and smaller so that the price per piece ratio can stay the same as inflation, as it has done for the last 20 years. Now guys, this is a highly intricate 18 plus adults display set, not a dollhouse for children as I oh so foolishly implied in my last video. This would actually make a good display piece, and I think because it's so tall and thin, it could go up against a wall and be a fairly space efficient thing in a lot of spaces. It certainly doesn't have the same wow factor as the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, but maybe that's the point. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Something a bit more nonchalant. Now I want to focus on the hallways. These are the best hallways ever seen on a LEGO set. Just look at the vibes AP5 is giving off in the hallways. Maybe the hallways work so well because this set is shown from almost a 2D perspective when you look at it head on. The way the depth of this set is manipulated is very clever. I think it adds character. The base seems to be the widest as it gives shaping to the Death Star and reminds you what it is. There's the door in which Obi-Wan gets killed next to that really seamlessly works in there. In fact, all of the rooms seem very well thought out. Just look at it. I like how they kept the elevator going from the older Death Stars. This is about the only movable part of this Death Star. If you did not know, literally every room in the older Death Stars had at least 2 things that move. Some of this stuff was kind of hard to build. I mean, not really because it is a LEGO set, but it was a 16 plus LEGO set in 2008. That didn't happen very often. If you buy the £900 LEGO Death Star in the first few days, you will receive a gift from LEGO themselves. The gift is a 236 piece TIE Fighter, but that's not it. It's also got 3 figures. It connects to the Death Star in the hangar next to the Imperial Shuttle. I'm not a fan of having downsized ships in the hangar, so I don't know why anyone would want another one. Wait, hold on, what's even going on with the shelf decor? There's like a tennis ball and like some orb and some rocks, like, wow. This might actually be the worst LEGO set ever, not only because of the principle, but also because, well, it doesn't look like a 4 plus set. It's even worse, it looks like a Thrawn plus set. 3 minifigures are included, which is nice, but none of them are exclusive. The decision of making this the gift of purchase is very puzzling, really out of the blue compared to other LEGO Star Wars gift of purchases, especially the one we got earlier this year for May 4th. That was the Kamino training facility. Cool builds, but most importantly we got our first ever Clone Cadet minifigures. 3 of them. Arm printing and dual molded legs and all exclusive, and they just looked really good. And for other bigger sets like the AT-AT, Mos Eisley Cantina, and Jabba's boat, or sail barge, whatever you want to call it, it's something. We got lightsabers, so why not give us Darth Maul's lightsaber? Yes, make it longer, twice the size, you know, like in the movies. As a bonus for this milestone of a set. Okay, that's it for the promo, because I want to talk about the Holy Sphere. One thing I was especially harsh on in my video were the minifigures. 38 is actually a pretty good number. I still hold true to my statement that there should have been more Stormtroopers, but looking at the section, it's actually practically undeniable that they took off all the boxes when it comes to minifigs, other than the Stormtroopers. Whilst I definitely think that there should have been dual molded legs on quite a lot of these minifigures, like the officers and C-3PO, who got it in a $6 keychain. In the same breath, they are also actively improving things such as Luke as Obi-Wan, who have new legs, but I think that's the only, thing, but yeah, it's not really anything crazy. Galen Erso is actually incredible, definitely the best figure from the set. No, guys, he did not need leg printing. Not every minifigure needs leg printing. Krennic is very similar to the one from 10 years ago. Maybe there should have been more Imperial officers. I don't know if we have all of the ones that were in the room in A New Hope. So will I be buying one of these sets for £900 when it comes out in October? No, I'll be buying 5.